Hey guys, good afternoon. Marissa Myers here. Sorry it took me later in the day to do the post. I actually didn't realize that it was my day to post. I wasn't paying attention to the schedule. And I went into the group and I'm like, oh, let me watch today's Dash to Diamond video. And then I'm like, oh, I'm the one that's supposed to be posting today. Here we go. So I'm talking today about duplication. Obviously, you know, this is flying off the seat of my pants. I don't have, excuse me. I didn't have anything specifically planned to talk about, but I know about duplication, and that's what we're all trying to do within our team. So my upline sponsor, well, not my sponsor, but my upline Star Diamond, because my sponsor doesn't do anything in this business, is he actually told me, don't do it unless you can duplicate it. Can you duplicate it? Yes. Can you duplicate it? No. Those responses are going to determine what you're going to want to do. If it's a yes, engage in it and then teach your team how to do it. If it's a no, you might not want to go that route, because if it's not easy to duplicate, it might work for you and you'll be able to build your business extremely well doing whatever it is that you're doing. But if it doesn't work for your team, then nobody's going to be able to build the business the way that you're building the business, and ultimately it's not going to grow the way you want it to grow. You want to rise up leaders. You want to lead leaders. You don't want to lead followers. If you lead followers and you don't make it duplicable and you don't make the system something that they can do easily, then it's not going to work. Okay, I learned this from my own personal experience, because for me, when I shared my insanity results, it just immediately I had like customers enrolling. I mean, barely even talking to them, cold market people enrolling with me with challenge packs right away. It wasn't hard. So what I thought was, okay, I'm going to teach my team how to share their story on social media, and then they're going to invite to challenge groups, they're going to invite to paid groups, and I'm just going to teach them everything that I did. Because remember, I didn't have an upline sponsor. My sponsor isn't doing the business. She's not active. So I had to figure it all out on my own. So I was like, okay, well, this is what I did. Okay, I'm going to teach other people how to do this. But it wasn't working for them. So what I realized through that process, and through actually probably just even in the last year as a coach, is I've been trying to teach this system to people and only a couple of people are really getting it. So we kind of dialed that in and reversed and went back to the basics, and I feel like free groups are where it's at. Free groups are what can duplicate easily. A newer coach is going to be much more likely to be able to invite somebody to a free group, because they're not asking anybody to pay for anything. They're just asking them to come and join them on this journey and do something for free. It gives them a chance to learn how to run a group, how to be a leader, how to run, how to support people, how to add value to their lives. So now what we're duplicating within our team is free groups. So running that free group, inviting everybody from their warm market and hot market to that free group, getting them in the free group, giving them a ton of value in that free group, making their experience amazing in that free group, and then developing that relationship through the free group, talking to them in private messaging conversations throughout the whole time that they're in that group, and then posting on their wall about their upcoming challenge group, and posting an event about their upcoming challenge group during the time that they're running that free group, in order to have them see that there's this other option now to do after the free group. So then upgrading them from free group to a paid group, and then get them in a challenge group, give them an amazing experience, have them fall in love with the community, fall in love with the products, fall in love with you, fall in love with the team, fall in love with their other challengers, and then upgrade them from a paid group to a coach. That is the way that you duplicate. And that is probably what I've seen, the easiest way that our people are having on my team to be able to duplicate. Because I see that people have gone off and kind of created their own systems, and the systems that are working for leaders on my team are the ones that they're doing free groups, and they're teaching their team how to do free groups and then how to upgrade them. Okay, so duplication. Also about duplication is, what was I going to say? Keep KISSed. You can use the acronym KISSed. So when you are teaching a coach or a teammate or a challenger or whoever it is, but especially coaches, keep it super simple and duplicable. Okay? How does that and I don't know, Kevin Jensen told me that, and now that I'm thinking about it, doesn't make sense, because keep it super simple and duplicable would be an A, not an E, so it's KISSAD. Sorry, I thought it was a great acronym, but you can remember it as KISSed, keep it super simple and duplicable. All right? And by that, I mean, start with the basics, help them build a foundation with basics, and then help them to compound and put more onto that foundation to get to the point where they're at the leadership level and they can turn around and teach what they're learning. I'm not saying that I do this amazingly well. I'm actually learning from my mistakes because what I'm doing isn't really duplicating in my team. So leaders have been talking and we're revamping our system and we're trying to simplify it and make it less overwhelming for a new coach. And so that's where I'm at with the duplication. So I'm understanding what I need to do, but our team hasn't yet figured our way to the actual system that we're going to use, but we're getting very, very close. So that's amazing. But as far as the keeping it simple, super simple, 2, make sure that when you're duplicating, you're teaching people to become system dependent and not people dependent. And what I mean by that is if they're people dependent, if you have them dependent on you as their leader to feed them every single thing that they will need in order to be successful, and you have them depending on you to motivate them and to give them all the training and to do all this, and every single thing they're dependent on you, you're only going to be able to go so far in your business because you're only going to be able to help so many people doing it that way. But if you have a relationship with them and then you teach them how to be system dependent, you plug them into your system and you let them go through the system and to learn everything that they need to learn in order to be successful. Now, I'm not saying that you don't have a relationship with them, but you teach them how to learn through the system while they are developing that relationship with you, of course. You can keep your relationship more on a personal level then because you're not constantly teaching them because they're plugged into your system and they're learning from your system and they're doing everything that they're learning in your system and they're implementing it within their business. Now, if you make them system dependent, you can put, 20, 30, 60 people through that system, developing relationships with them, obviously over time. 60 people in 1 month to me is a lot. Personally, I wouldn't want to have that many people join my team in 1 month because I don't think I can handle that. That's just me personally. Some top coaches, they have that many people join their team. I don't know how you have a personal one-on-one relationship with 60 new people in 1 month. It's impossible for you to say that you can have a personal relationship with every single one of those 60 people. You might know what's going on in their life, but it's going to be very superficial. So for me, personally, I like to, hit my Success Club 10, my 5 new people every single month, focus on them, help them, develop that foundation, build it up, and, whether it's through a challenge group, coaching, or whatever that is, or maybe it's 20, maybe 20 I can handle, 20 is fine, but you start to get bigger numbers and I start to lose track of people and I can't continue to develop that personal relationship with them. So otherwise, but even still, if I have 10 people that are absolutely dependent on me for every single thing that they need, I'm not going to be able to give them the best. I'd probably be able to handle 1 in that instance. But if I have 10 people that are plugging into a system that works, that's going to give them all the tools they need to be successful, and they're developing that relationship with me, on the side, then they're going to be a lot more successful, and I'm going to be able to help a lot more people. So system dependent, not people dependent. And duplication is keep it super simple and duplicable. Always make sure that what you're doing duplicates. And like I said, as far as what we're doing on our team is invite to a free group, then upgrade to a paid group, then upgrade from a paid group to a coach. And that might take a year for someone to go from all of those steps, and that's okay. Not everybody's going to be ready at that time. Meet them where they are, and supply them with what resources you have for them and what value you have for them in that step that they're at, and don't push them to do something that they don't want to do or push them to do, beyond wherever they want to be at that moment because you need to reach a certain goal. But meet them where they are, find out what their goals are, support them in reaching them, and then teach your team how to do it, okay? And the best way to learn is to teach. So if you're scared to lead and you're scared to teach, and your coach or your upline or anybody asks you if you want to speak on a call or do a live video or create some content for them, do it, because it's going to give you the chance to learn how to lead. And that's when you're going to really learn the business, is when you teach it to other people. So I hope you found that helpful. Duplicate, keep it super simple and duplicable, system dependent, not people dependent, and free groups, paid group, coach. Got it? Good. Have a good day, guys. Bye.